Yeah, we've been traveling through the Temple of Star Harmony on the Lightning Path. And this particular presentation is kind of for those of you who are unfamiliar with the Lightning Path and might want to kind of jump aboard. It's the way we use symbols that is being explained here. So away we go. So this is a 13 moon segment of the 260 moons of the traditional Mayan Tzolk'in calendar. And every new moon, we enter a new sector of the grid. And right now, we're just, as the little yellow submarine is indicating, we've just moved into 8 MULUC. So we've got this number and this glyph to contend with. And really, if we relate to them as sources of energy and information, through contemplation, we can open the package. It's kind of like a package that arrives at new moon, and we've got the whole cycle to unravel. What is it? What is it that the ancient calendar is bringing to us for contemplation? So I should have. Okay, well, maybe I can do it. I lose my my cursor here.
Hmm.
Unfortunately, I can't see the. I, can you, either of you see all of the text?
No, I can't.
Yeah, I can. Excuse me.
Be able to read it for us then, Sari,
Yeah,
please?
the
Thank
new moon, when the moon conjuncts the sun, is the point of subjective renewal. It is when the soul receives the imprint of solar intent. It is a cosmic whisper. This is your theme for the month to come. And so each new moon becomes a portal of resonance, a chance to realign one's inner being with the archetypal glyph and number of that lunation, as designated by the Lightning Path calendar.
Thank you. So, along with the 13 glyphs, there's the opportunity to relate to them as yeah, a poetic expression, which is what I did years and years ago. Um, I had the experience of spontaneously writing a poem to translate 13 of the glyphs, and uh, after that I just didn't have the juice for it. I couldn't seem to get into the headspace to actually do that until I actually came into relationship with you guys both know her and Mortifi. And there was such a burst of Shakti and love and splendor that came into my life at that moment. The old um, my capacity to enter this poetic domain came forth, and I was able to do the other 19 of the 20. And so we have for every uh, series of 13 moons a temple. And within the temple, then we have now what I've called the invocation of sovereignty. And so it's part of our ownership of the symbols that are cosmically aligned with our birth. And that's a whole other presentation. But what we get, for example, right now, we've been going through this successive unfolding of a poem. And so I'll just share that poem. I am the breath of spirit. Through me, seeds of the great mystery are sown, sown into the soil of new tomorrows. Passion animates my desire for revelation and release. Beauty beckons me to seek the path of star harmony and expanded love. Cosmic signals and signs guide my way. These I faithfully follow. I see that I am a divine and magical child, quickened to the harvest by angelic messengers, showing me the one-hearted way home.
That's beautiful.
Mhm.
Yeah, thank you. So, in my history, working with the invocations and the symbols on their own, it's always been it's the beauty path, and I just so enjoy getting wound up with a hieroglyph and having it animate my being and bringing forth an expression of beauty. I mean, it really is a wonderful experience, and that's what's open to any of us who turn the page on the lightning path and get involved.
Mm.
It's a creative endeavor. So here's, for example, Teresa and I working in a Lamat moon. I can't remember what number it was, but this was a joint painting we did. We have a painting technique where, and a process where we worked to, we'd start with a blank canvas, and then I don't know, we didn't really flip a coin, but we decided who would start and who would make the first mark on the blank canvas, because that's an act of creation. And having done that, we have then it goes to the other person to make the second and ongoing marks, and whatever that looks like. And we came to the protocol that no matter what we had put on the canvas, it could be superseded by the other person. So if Teresa put down something and I, for whatever reasons, wanted to change that, I've got full license to go in. And so for each of us, there is a lessons in non-attachment.
Nice.
And there were moments when, what? You were going to destroy that for what? And of course, it really helped us find our way into a place of harmony in relationship, because what we got to was uh, it's legitimate to do these changes, but we're also going to keep moving together until we both love it.
Nice.
And we've applied that in many circumstances in our relationship. If there's this dispute, well, it doesn't have to live on and on and on. We can keep working it until we're both happy. And that's kind of the beauty path as far as I'm concerned. And it's been a great teacher. This particular glyph, this is a Teresa Wild painting. Just spontaneously wanted to express Lamat,
Mhm.
and
Nice.
the way she goes. So, star harmony, love, the octave principle, seed man, seed woman. Dane Rudyard often wrote of the seed man and the seed woman, archetypes of those who carry within themselves the formative essence of a new cycle of being. They are not utopians, nor are they rebels in the political sense. They are transitional beings, persons who, through inner attunement and conscious participation in rhythm and meaning, become carriers of a higher potentiality. The lightning path was born in resonance with this vision. It does not seek to return us to a mythical past, nor to catapult us into a techno-futurist dream. Instead, it calls forth the inner sun, the seed of radiance already within each person, and invites it to unfold. pedal by pedal, in tune, in time with the cosmos.
Beautiful.
Little
That's
quote
wonderful. Yeah.
from the new book.
Wow.
And I hadn't anticipated using this particular picture, but it just jumped out of.
It's perfect.
I was like, I love this picture.
It's great.
Yeah.
And we were in Cumberland, and we bought the 3-story heritage home, which we turned in, which with a twisted chimney, so it was known as the Twisted Chimney.
Huh.
And we brought it back from the edge of destruction. I mean, it really needed work, and we threw our hearts and souls into it, and just really brought it back. And it was so enjoyable to do all that, and painting our way all the way through it. And
Mm.
so yeah, this picture just floated in today, and it's like, oh my God, this is perfect. So now in behind on the left and right, you'll see there's carpeting.
Hmm.
At the very center of that is the very center of it is an 8-pointed star.
Oh,
Star Harmony.
yeah.
8 MULUC.
Oh,
So that's the focus of my office here is that particular mandala. So short and sweet.
Oh,
So this is a Chat GPT contribution to the mix here today, and kind of an 8 MULUC blessing, an invocation. Stand now at the threshold, the moon above, the earth below, the pyramid within you, the serpent alive in your spine. Breathe into the rhythm of becoming. Walk the steps of the glyphs. Climb the temple of time and know you are not separate from the cosmos. You are its unfolding architecture.
mm.
Mm.
That's great.
mhm.
You're welcome. My pleasure.
Thank you.
Mm. Well, thanks, Dwayne.
Yeah, my
Yes,
pleasure.
very much so. Very deeply.
Mm. I had a gift from the cosmic the other day, um, waking up at just the right time to be able to capture a photo of the moon and Venus
Oh, nice.
before sunrise
Right on.
from my bedroom window, you know? So, yeah, that was great.
Incredible.
Beautiful.
Mm.
Yeah, maybe I'll send it out because it's neat.
It's
Yeah.
I
really,
remember seeing one you had the dragon devouring the full moon.
Oh yeah.
That was a
Isn't that
great.
great? From my bedroom balcony, the house at the top of the hill has this tree, and it's always looked like a dragon.
Yeah.
You know, just
And
the
once
way
you've
it
seen it, you can't
goes.
unsee it.
So I waited. I waited for the moon to hit that spot.
Fantastic. That is so good.
mm,
Yeah.
Yeah. Hmm.
I mean, you're getting so much more out of your environment by relating to it in that way.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know? I mean, there's so much.
Well, we've made some major decisions over the last little while, over the last month and a half or something, because we were going to move to the mainland so I could be closer to Ashala and It was initiated by Lauren's son Chris and his wife Tanya, the one whose mom lives in Ashcroft, right?
Right.
And we decided that, I've got all my medical help here, and so does Lauren. And Lauren's going to be 79 next month. I'm 78,
Ah,
and we've got really good medical people. And I want to focus on healing. And how can you do that if you're busy downsizing and
oh my
moving
God.
and, you know,
Just moving that pile of books behind you would be a hell of a
I know
job.
exactly. Yeah, so we
Wow.
decided no.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Good for you. Good for
Yeah,
you.
yeah,
Yeah. And the downsizing can be a book at a time given to someone who you know is going to work
yeah,
with, you know,
right.
or that favorite object that now can go on to the granddaughter, you know,
Oh yeah.
and you can
And
be a part of the dispersal, you know.
it's true. It's true.
I'm that's my aim, and it's been happening, and I love it.
Yeah. And Lorne has sold he had a wonderful Z4, a silver Z4 convertible, right?
Wow.
And he put it on Auto Trader
Yeah.
and got a bite from a guy in Prince George. And they kind of went back and forth for about a month. And the guy finally, and Lorne was going to take it off the market, and the guy said, "Okay, I want it. I'll be over." So Lorne picked him up from the airport. He gave him the money. He drove off with the biggest smile on his face.
Oh, that's so great.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
Mhm.
And,
So what else
I've,
has he,
hmm? Go ahead.
what else has he got for sale?
All kinds of stuff. You'd have to talk to him.
Yeah.
But I've got a whole bunch of books too. Like I did a lot of my downsizing when I came out here. I gave all my
Yeah.
furniture to Ashala for her farm, right?
Yeah.
And but I still have a lot of books and a lot I'm willing to let go. And I'm going to search out those little libraries,
All right.
and just
Right, yeah.
put some over here and some over here and some over there. And yeah,
Beautiful.
yeah.
I
And I
have
haven't quite got there yet, but I'm earmarking that's gonna go and that's gonna go. Yeah.
Nice. We've got in town here, right in the center of town, there's a little bookshelf or it's got a roof on it and it's out in the open at our lookout, it's called. And it's it people bring books. It's a give and take kind of thing. And there's
Right.
the food shows up and you know, but I haven't wanted to put my Tibetan Buddhist collection there. I think I'd like it to go somewhere where I'm really sure that it hits the spot.
yeah.
If you
Yeah.
know of anybody that's really getting into Tibetan Buddhism,
Mhm.
I'm happy to pass them on.
Okay. Yeah, we've got my granddaughter Ayla, her very first boyfriend. When they first got together, he told her that he had a dream, a passion about becoming a Buddhist monk.
Hmm.
Right? And so they were together for about a year, but he told her right at the very beginning, I'm going to be a Buddhist monk.
Don't get any ideas.
So he's now living in Thailand and he's a Buddhist monk. His parents came for his initiation and,
Yeah.
really wonderful, wonderful young man. But he's now a Buddhist monk
And where is he?
in Thailand, I think.
Ireland.
Yeah, so and I think that the whole thing about having nothing is so he wouldn't want the books.
Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah. So speaking of Thailand and Buddhism,
Ah,
that's new for my office here. My neighbor gave it to me actually,
really?
uh,
Cool.
but it needed some work. It needed a whole new paint job,
Ah, okay.
um, and Teresa jumped on it and did a magnificent job.
Mhm.
I helped do a retouch since then because we left it out over the winter.
Mhm.
But
Cool.
yeah, he's really nice. I just
Mhm.
love it. It just feels right.
Beautiful. Yeah. Nice energy.
Yeah, really sweet,
Mhm.
sweet.
Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, letting go, eh? Man,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
it's I like to think of it as an art, it could be a real art.
It is an art. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm in that phase of artistry as well.
Yeah. Mm.
So what you giving away next, darling?
I don't know. In fact, I've thought I've been going to move for a few years because of what my son's doing with the property. And then all of a sudden the other day, because people have come in and love sort of the little altars everywhere, they sort of
Oh,
feel their energy. And I'm like, well, maybe I could get someone to move in with me. Maybe I'm not meant to, and I'm okay if I move. Like I'm just trusting that all things are going to work out. But then all of a sudden I had a thought of maybe I won't be moving. Maybe the house will be used in a different way, or people will come
mhm.
to the house and it'll be used in a different way.
Hmm.
Whether I'm there or not, I don't know. I even thought maybe it would be good. I can leave it all there. I'll move and because it is a heritage home.
Oh,
And I think people would come to enjoy it, I think.
right.
Mhm.
How
Anyhow,
old is
I
it?
don't know. Built in 1905,
Oh,
around 1905, roughly.
that's
Oh,
5 years older than ours here.
Okay, yeah.
my Calgary house is 1896.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Wow.
So sorry, where are you now?
In Saanich, which is just north of Victoria proper.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay.
Hmm.
Mhm.
And we're on top of a hill, so I get to see Mount Baker and
Oh,
and the sun. And one of the wonderful things is that if I look straight south, that's where the winter solstice sun is, and it goes all the way up to over there for the
yes,
summer solstice, and it goes back. It's
perfect.
lovely. Yeah,
Yes.
touches my heart.
And I can see why you wouldn't want to move.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, that's great.
Mm.
Yeah, we do the same, tracking the sunrise.
it's
And
so good, eh? Yeah.
coming back from deep in the winter, it hits the top of this mountain right on the 14th of February.
Ah,
We call it Top Day, but it's
Wow.
ni-
yeah,
nice.
the big
Yeah,
heart day.
Yes. Mm.
it's neat.
Yeah.
Mhm.
People ask, well, what do I want? And it's like, it's confusing sometimes because I do feel the need to be, around people more. But the other part of me is like a little cabin in the woods somewhere, or,
Mhm.
you know,
Yeah.
that,
Yeah.
that
Every now and
dance.
then you post a picture of a little cabin in the woods.
I do,
I
don't
think they're great. Oh,
think
I've
they,
lived that life, I've had that experience, and it's
yes,
yeah,
yes.
wonderful.
And the
Mhm.
house I'm in, I sort of feel like I'm that in amongst all these big homes and just thinking back over the years how I've been blessed to live on pieces of property
Hmm.
that the animals have come to that, yeah, have felt like real gifts. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
Hmm.
So what's next is to unfold. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and as you say that, I'm wanting to put out to you guys and to
Hmm.
the extended community.
Hmm.
I'd like to move to being the producer, just the producer,
Right. Yes.
and produce what other people are presenting.
Ah.
So there's a bug in your ear. So between now and the next and full moon, there should be a single individual ready to step up and do a presentation, which I will facilitate the production of.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, I sure enjoyed the last one I did.
Oh, it was great.
It
Yeah.
was fabulous. It was so great.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But we've got a few things going, so I won't be ready for full moon this time,
Right.
just because of stuff going around the house here.
Yeah. Yeah. You're always welcome.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd
Appreciate
like to do it again at some point for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
it.
And
Food
now
for thought.
Brenda's thinking.
Food for thought.
Really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it
And do
certainly
you
doesn't
want
have
to,
to be one of my big, presentation, hour-long kind of things. It can be just like what we just had.
Right.
Keep it
Okay.
keep it simple and small.
Okay.
and you want to keep with where the Mayan calendar goes?
Yeah, that for this particular,
Well, it's the lightning path after all.
yes, yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
um, and I'm curious. We've got I checked the stats just the other day, and the last the full moon presentation or a meeting, we only had 11 viewers, and I go down over 3 or 4, and there's 150 viewers.
Ah,
So what? Yeah, and in between there were another couple that were like less than 50. And I'm curious what's the dynamic there? Like,
hmm.
is it all of a sudden a group somewhere finds out about us and everybody watches it, but they don't kind of engage for the future? I don't know.
Huh, it's interesting. Like probably time of year too, like
Yeah, I guess that.
kids in school, summer holidays, like all kinds of stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, summer's often if you're organizing a group to do anything, it can be
Hmm.
fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
Huh.
Mm.
And this uh image of the middle-aged woman in a braless, youthful garment, hair flowing.
Right.
Steve posted it on
Right.
Messenger, right? And so I had fun with that. I'll send you the moon mail.
Well, I look forward to it. And
Don't have it there now for us?
Well, it's on my computer.
Oh, I see. Okay, which is elsewhere.
I
Yeah.
didn't make a hard copy yet because I yesterday, well, we've had some stuff going on here about the tenant coming and going and stuff. So it's taken a chunk of energy, right?
Yep.
So yesterday after I finished the moon mail, I thought, okay, I'm done for the day,
I'm
right?
for break. Yes. Yeah. Mm.
Yeah. But I'll just mention that the whole braless thing and in Rudyard's piece he put when this was first put forth 50 years ago or more than 50 years ago now, the image was about a middle-aged woman bobbing her hair, and that was something that only the young kids did, right?
Oh, yeah, right.
But she's going, oh yeah, watch this, right?
Well, you won't believe what I did before the day before that was posted. So I'm here at my son's. I'm in my bathing suit. I put a blanket out on the floor and I was busy trimming my hair.
Ah,
Wow, but
it
I
looks
keep
it
getting
looks good, yeah.
these haircuts and they get them too short. And so for about 6 months I've been trimming away. And I thought I'll go to a salon. And then this one I couldn't get in till September. So I thought, I'm just
You
gonna,
do it yourself, yeah.
and then it's talking about the bob. And I'm like,
Wow.
I guess I'm in sync here.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Not the long flowing hair, but
Yeah.
not completely braless, but in a bathing suit. So,
So it's all about independence.
yes,
All
yeah.
about, and it's Leo. So it's about coming from our heart, right?
Hmm.
And if it makes your heart feel good, do it.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And so it's a really interesting time. And in my moon mail, and I'll send it to you, but one of the things that I mentioned was about fashion, and some people love fashion. And
Mhm.
if you do, great. But if you don't bother,
Yes.
because it's so like you shall wear this, crazy stuff, right? And several months ago now, we read, both Lauren and I read it on, I think it was on MSN, and it was about a former British health minister, and she'd been hospitalized for something. And
Mhm.
when she came out, they were asking her, well, what do you think? What about this and what about that? And she said, we need buffer weight.
Oh,
Over age 50 and on, we need some buffer weight because she didn't have buffer weight
mhm.
and she almost lost it because she had no reserves.
Mm.
Right. Yes.
So the whole thing about buffer weight, having a little bit more extra on, you know, and it's healthy. And I remember years and years and years ago, I had this I somebody had did this piece of art and little kids around, right?
Mhm.
And then you hit your teens and you start becoming like this. You have a waist. And
Yeah.
it's to attract the opposite sex so you can perpetuate the race,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
And then you get to be postmenopausal and you start to get round again.
Oh, okay.
And you see like photos forever all over the planet. That's how it looks.
Yeah.
Kids reproducing older,
Yeah.
and so the buffer weight is it makes logical sense,
Mhm.
and so yeah, I had a little bit of fun with that. Like you might have to make a couple of trips to Winners, and get some bigger clothes.
Well, I've always loved shirts or blouses, like loose. So I definitely have my own style. But
Hmm.
I thought I mean, what hit me the other day is I remember going on that trip to Alberta when I first met you, Dwayne, and I remember being much slimmer than I am now.
Mm.
No buffer, well, maybe some buffer weight then, but not as much as I have now. But I still love the loose flowing. It was a cotton denim shirt, and I
Nice.
just love the feel of it and
Hmm.
natural fabrics. But, the granddaughter that's going to Europe, she's very into fashion. Not always the fanciest, but she's got a real sense of style. Um,
Hmm. But style and fashion are two different things.
yes, yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's all very interesting.
Hmm.
This whole journey.
Yeah, yeah, really,
I
really.
read something and wrote something. Now I can't remember. Um, it was anyway about path of enlightenment or whatever, but it's like being growing with pleasure, not pressure.
Yeah.
And I like that. Not that I'm getting the fullness of what I read, but it was just lovely.
Hmm.
Pleasure, allowing pleasure to help us grow, not pressure,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
to be who we are. Yeah.
Hmm. And if you look at, most of the indigenous societies, they
Mhm.
didn't wear skin-tight clothing,
No.
you know. They don't have duck lips. Yeah. So anyway, it's good.
Yeah.
So it's like right now, new moon.
Yes.
Yeah. Hmm.
I can feel it, sister.
Yep, me too. I can feel it, brother.
Mhm.
Oh, it's good.
Well, I've counted the moons since my birth. Have you ever done that?
No.
The moon since no, that'd be interesting.
It was very fortunate because I anticipated that it was going to be a big number, and sure enough,
Yeah.
I hit 777. I consciously passed through that particular moon cycle. It was great.
Oh, that's so good.
It just sent me on this incredible um, sketching journey. I just was getting all of these vistas at once, and
Oh, nice,
yeah, it
nice.
was really, really cool. So now I should get with it to hit the 888. I don't
Yeah.
think I've passed through that yet. What,
So that's the number of new moons, not full moons.
well, lunation cycles,
Lunation
complete
cycle.
cycles.
Yes, of
Ancient
course,
cycles,
of
yeah.
course.
Huh.
Well, so we're all in it together. We all
Yes.
got the first moon, the second and third.
Mhm.
Right.
So at
Well,
age,
that's cool because you can't get that number on a clock. You can get 555, but not anything.
oh, good.
No.
Very interesting that you put
Yes.
that up.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Ah, yeah.
I did see 555 this morning.
Did you?
Yeah.
I'm
But
getting seven, seven with my manuscript.
that's wonderful. That's wonderful.
Right at the
Yes.
end, and I was like, "Oh, okay, 7, 7."
And seven's all about spirituality, right?
And I'll
Yes.
be 77 next year. So,
Ah,
Oh
right.
my goodness. That's
Ah,
yeah, and I'm thinking if this manuscript actually has a life, like if it starts to become something to pay attention to,
mhm.
mhm.
I'm really curious what that might look like.
Yes.
Yeah. Huh.
So when you said about the art piece or whatever, bringing the kin and the temple together, is Teresa moved to do that?
I'll ask her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm looking at what you two have created already. Um, it just seems inevitable, but maybe not. I don't-
Oh,
Yeah, she would be a person certainly capable of doing that.
Yes.
mm,
But
Mm.
she's put in a
mm.
lot of time on
Yes.
learning path. She's got some stuff on her own now.
Right.
She's produced the Sage Country coloring book, which is, I don't know if I shared that or not. But,
I saw it online. Well, not the whole book. It looks fabulous. Looks
yeah, I think
really.
there's 40 images in it,
That's great.
and
Mhm.
yeah, they're selling over at the little cafe we have here and up in Ashcroft, and
Oh,
That's
nice.
wonderful.
it's all so indigenous, it's
Yes.
the
Yeah.
life we're living here with the animals and the
Mm.
history and so on.
Mhm.
So,
Neat.
Mm.
Mm.
but yeah, she's working on a book.
Is
I
she?
got the first chapter yesterday. I'm just trying to remember the name of the title she's given it.
Hmm.
It's still that new, but it'll be a good one. I just know it.
Mhm.
She caught
Yeah.
me in that first chapter, so
Ah.
Nice. Mhm.
my short-term memory is getting worse and worse. Now, what was it called again?
Yes. Well, as long as you know the author's name, then you're
Yeah.
then you're good.
Yeah.
Oh. Mm.
I'm really contending with losing short-term memory, though. It's real, and
Mhm.
I'm learning from my dog Goldie
Mhm.
on her way out. She just was really in observer mode,
Mhm.
and I'm just kind of getting that way myself. It's like, okay, so other parts of me haven't worked for continue to work forever. There's got to be shutdown time for every part of our physical being. So
Mhm.
if I can be at peace with that, I think I'm likely to have a better journey than if I resist it,
Mhm.
Mhm. Mhm.
get afraid by it.
My mother resisted, but I have this friend Peter that lived at this float home community, and he loved it. He was just like, he'd just relax into a blissful state. And it's like, he'd just have a good laugh about it. And, he's still going strong and still is fine. But way back when he felt like he was starting to lose it, he didn't resist. He just went with it and created more pleasure for himself rather than
Right on.
struggling with it.
That's neat. Yeah.
But my mom had her anger, she just, yeah,
Mhm.
resisted and missed a lot because she resisted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mm. And my solution right now is garden therapy.
Yes, that's, and it's interesting staying here because my one daughter called. So what, what have you been doing? And it's like, well, da da da. It's like you can't say I've been looking at the aura emanating off my feet necessarily, but
Yeah, be
and
discreet.
maybe yes, be discreet. Yes. And Quentin is doing a presentation tomorrow evening in Mission.
Right. Yeah, you sent an
Yes.
invitation. Are you going?
I don't think I am. I messaged him last night to say I wouldn't because it's stuff going on here and it's a fair drive.
Yeah.
It'll be, unless something changes. I'd hope to go. Yeah, but
Yeah. Well, that's great. He's a fine young man. He's got a
he
mission there.
he is such a fine young man, and he sent pictures of these wooden benches that he's creating, working for this fellow.
Oh,
They're
fantastic.
they're beautiful. And I love wood anyway, but integrating the animals and I think he said well, I think he said 7 years. There we are with the seven.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's what he said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Neat.
Right on.
Mm. Well, this morning I almost rushed home to get the charger, and I thought, no, relax, it'll be fine. So
Yeah.
I'm glad I listened and I went with pleasure, not pressure.
That's good. Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
Mhm.
That's kind of rings with the power versus force. It's kind of a
Yes, it
same
does.
vibe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
for sure.
Mhm.
Mhm.
I was wondering if those are Hawkins books in your library behind us.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
and there's a third one that just came through Amazon yesterday because Lauren found it on the internet
Yeah.
and by the same guy, by David Hawkins. It's
I
a third book.
Do you
Uh,
know what it is? I'm reading a little one. Let me just grab it.
Well, you got one, two, three, four there already, eh? At least four.
he might have put the other one in there.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yeah.
He is so brilliant.
He really is. He
Wow.
really is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I posted something, and then a friend recommended, and this might be an old one, Dissolving the Ego, Realizing the Self, Contemplations from the Teachings of
Uh,
David R. Hawkins.
Okay.
There's
Cool.
7 books
Seven
in
book.
our library.
He's Lauren's got seven, he just mentioned.
Oh,
right
wow.
on.
Yeah.
Copyright 2018 on this one.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Anyway, thank you for steering me on to him.
Neat.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And of course, they've got the Sedona connection, which is
What's that?
uh, the- uh, they've got the Sedona connection, I think, which is such a big part of me. Anyway,
So tell us about your Sedona connection.
my Sedona connection. Well, I spent almost 6 months there. And I remember the year before, I had this strong intuitive hit that I'd be going to Hawaii and Sedona. And I thought, well, I don't know how this is going to happen. You get that hit, and it's like, anyway, I went and bought the maps, and and a year or so later, I made my first trip to Sedona, and then went back again. And that's where I had a friend in Ojai, California, and she knew the elders from Hawaii. And so when I was staying in Sedona, I drove to the elders from Hawaii love Vegas.
Wow.
So I drove from Sedona to Vegas, met the elders from Hawaii. They did their gambling, but we also went out into the desert, and I had this big crystal with me, and Papa Joe, he drummed and prayed, and then they invited me back to Molokai, um,
Hmm.
and they insisted on taking this crystal so I would come back. Um, anyway, so then I ended up on Molokai the year after that, but that Hawaii, Sedona, that it was a very profound time.
Hmm.
Yeah, so I got to stay in Molokai in one of their homes, and I actually got to speak in at a health conference at the hospital on alternative methods of healing, and meet one of the old traditional Kahuna healers. He had one of the old ancient shrouds that they would lie on people. It was yeah, it was quite a journey, and got taken onto property that a lot of the local people don't see. She Luana had access, like she was sort of very well known in the community, spiritual community and the community, over all the islands, and took us onto this property, had the key to get onto this ranch because it was private property. And as we're driving up the road, I still remember the feeling. It's like, okay, what's over there? It was just pretty bare. There might have been some trees. And she says, well, that's where many years ago, the traditional Kahuna healers, they did something like 11 or 15 years of training from a very young age. So I guess I was feeling that energy.
Wow.
Not, I guess I was. And then we were up on this hill, and that was where every October they would come from all the islands and gather there and drum and sing and
Mm.
celebrate life. So got to be on that property.
Mm.
She sang the Lord's Prayer in Hawaiian, which was powerful. Um, Took us, where we looked down over the leper colony where
Mm.
it had been. Took me picking flowers, on the hillside. So we all picked flowers. And then they made a lei. Oh my gosh. And they gave it to me and they said this is what they would make the lei for Queen Liliuokalani with. Oh my goodness, sorry.
Wow.
Just
Wow.
Yeah.
Mhm.
yeah, it was a special time. Well, it's all a special time. So
Mm.
Yeah.
yeah.
Beautiful.
And my dear friends Louie and Sue. Sue's now passed on, but I met Louie in Sedona. And it was when the division of assets was finally done for my divorce. And he was down on a sabbatical writing a book. Sue was still up in Whitehorse teaching. And Louie and I became best of buddies, and we'd go to movies together. And, both of us on our spiritual journey of writing and everything. And then that was like in 95 or 96 that I met them. And we've remained friends all these years. And he should
Nice.
be down soon for a visit, I think. And yeah, they've been great supporters on my journey of all my
Mhm.
ups and downs on my journey,
Mhm.
my healing journey, my
Mhm.
my
Mm.
adventures.
Yeah. Well, thank you for all those stories. Yeah.
Well, thank you for
Yeah.
thank you. Mm.
Mm.
Mhm.
Mm.
Now, Sarah, your daughter, who lives across from Lytton,
Yeah, Ashala.
Ashala,
Yeah.
is that it's still happening?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
She posted something on Facebook and I'd forgotten it's 10 years. She's been there. She's celebrating 10 years.
Years. Wow.
Yeah. And she had this photo with a guy who's got his own pastry shop now, you know. And when Nishala bought the farm, she just didn't buy the land, but she also bought the business from the man who owned it before, right? Because he he was selling to high-end restaurants in Vancouver,
Yeah.
and so that's what she does still. You
Oh,
know, she goes to the city on Thursday, Friday she delivers to restaurants, Saturday she sells at the Trout Lake Market, and then goes back to the farm.
Wow.
good for her. And that
Yeah.
was I've never been to, and I intend to get down there and introduce myself.
Oh
Mm.
yeah, yeah, that'd be great.
It would be fun.
To go down and Ishala said, yeah, it's a little precarious for you to come down
Yeah.
because it's off grid and the nearest medical facilities are like an hour and a half away, right?
Right.
So yeah, I was kind of disappointed about that because I wanted to go and just hang out, but and I think it was influenced by it like her piece of land is adjacent to another farm, Ron and Aaron, and they all know each other. They have music nights every Tuesday night.
Oh, good.
Yeah, and Ron's mom lived at the farm for a little bit, and she kept falling,
Uh,
and so they had to eliminate that, right?
yeah.
And so I think Ashala may be a little bit influenced by that. because she doesn't want me to fall and then have to stop everything and
Exactly. Yeah.
take me to Hope or something. Or
Mhm.
yeah,
Mhm.
but it's a wonderful place. It's a wonderful place. I've spent a lot of really good time there,
Nice.
and certified organic. And her my granddaughter Ayla was just there last week. She has spent an entire year there working. Shala gets interns from all over the planet and woofers,
Oh, fantastic.
right? And she needs two or three to help her through the growing season, right?
Yeah.
So it's from June when the cherries come out, June to October, and then she shuts it off with a.
And the woofers are people, not dogs.
Now I knew
That's
that.
right.
There are those who don't. Hey, it's so good to hear your voice. I love
You don't know.
Oh, what do the woofers do?
Well, woofer stands for Worldwide Organic Farm
Okay.
Helpers, right? And so they help.
Mm-hmm.
And they get room and board. They don't get paid, but they get room and board. And so
Right.
they travel all over the world really and get to
Yes.
see the rest of the planet, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's interns who do get paid.
Mm-hmm.
And she's had last year she had a couple from Italy. And Ashala's husband Stefano is Italian, and Italian is his first language. So they thought, well, great, they could speak Italian to those guys, right? And it was, it all went well for the first month or so. And then the guy tried to tell Ashala that everything she was doing was wrong. So it was really hard in the
it.
end. She
Yeah.
couldn't wait for them to go back to Italy.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But it's a beautiful place. And 2 years ago, they almost lost the farm for the
And
fire,
fire was,
right?
yeah, really close. I remember that. Wow.
Yeah. And did I mention about the firefighters that my daughter in Australia met?
I don't think
I
so.
don't think I did. Yeah. Well, they when the height of the fires here in BC were, they had people from Australia, they had people from all over coming to help, right?
Yeah.
And last year, Liv, my other daughter, was had been called to work for uh, to to house the firefighters in Australia because there was fires happening there,
Mm-hmm.
Right.
and so she was talking to them, and one guy said, "Wait a minute, I was there." So what are the
Wow.
chances, of
Yeah.
somebody in
That's great.
Australia who came to
Yeah.
help drop water bombs on a Shawless farm?
Yeah. Wow.
It was amazing. So everybody was just like, wow, that
Mm-hmm.
happened, right? And it wasn't until they did a controlled back burn that they were able to save the farm.
Wow.
And Shala's husband, Stefano, he's an artist and he works in the city in Vancouver. Um, and he came and he helped. And the fires were so intense there that they burned right through the water lines. The water comes from the mountain behind the farm, right? And it melted the water lines.
Oh, wow.
So then but they had some extra ones, but they had to drag them all the way up the mountain, right? And the local firefighters, probably the guys that parked in your parking lot, right? The local firefighters there
Yeah.
um, heard about this and they donated one of their planes
Wow.
for the day and they hauled it all up the mountain because they were so appreciative of all the farm men
Mm-hmm.
chipping in, and
Yeah.
so that was
Wow.
neat. It's a
Yeah.
real sense of community. And I remember Stefano was saying, yeah, I feel like I know these people now.
I'm sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah, it was cool. So I love it when people do good together. It's wonderful.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Mm.
And
But yeah, show up at the farm. But Thursday, Friday, Saturday, she's not there. So
Well, I made a little note that on Tuesday there's music. So.
yeah. Yeah, because Ron and Aaron both play guitar,
Yeah.
right? And they
Okay.
have piles of lyrics, and they pass it around
Yeah.
and they go around the circle, and it's all the woofers and the interns and Ron and Aaron and their kids and
Yeah.
and so they go around the circle and they get to pick a song and everybody sings it and they go on to the next person. That person picks a song and they all sing it
Oh, what fun.
and Ron and Aaron play guitar, right? So yeah.
Yeah.
this is Lytton or Ashcroft?
No, it's west of where Lytton used to be.
West of where Lytton used to be.
Yeah,
Okay.
along the Fraser.
Okay. Oh, that
Fraser
sounds
Canyon.
fabulous.
Yeah, it is.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I've gotten to know those people a little bit, when I've been out there. And yeah, they're great.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Mhm. Hmm.
I talked with someone from Lytton just the other day, and it's having a real tough time coming back.
Is it?
Apparently, people's insurance, like they were in numbers like 140,000 or 150,000, and the cost of replacing them was double that now.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So they're just like out of luck.
Yeah.
There's been some rebuilding because I guess insurance and maybe there's grants that some have maintained, but a lot of people just completely displaced. So
Oh yeah.
it's
Well,
just
and they are also there's some laws in place where they have to dig down and take out all the toxic stuff. So they can't just start building. They got to do that first.
yeah, yeah,
So, yeah.
Cost. Yeah.
yeah,
Actually, one of the fellows, local fellows, his job, I don't know for what period of time. It wasn't the first group that were sent in to build, but a second group, he was heading up the rebuilding of Lytton. And it
Mhm.
seemed like a fair bit was happening, and then I didn't hear what was happening, but maybe that's when all the insurance stuff came together. I don't know, but that
It's
was,
still not, you don't see buildings going up.
no,
no.
no.
Is the odd one, but yeah.
Hmm.
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 So I know when the last time I was up there, they had a big trailer north of it, and it was the post office. So all those services are in trailers away from
Right.
where the town was, right?
Yeah, the bank as well. Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah.
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 Mhm.
Mm.
Well, I know that I'm going to get the charger for my computer and get busy reading your manuscript. If not this afternoon, later, and then and the
That's
next.
Well,
great.
I look forward to hearing from you on it.
Yes, yes.
And
It'd be great.
I've got to start giving my head a bit of a rest. So
Ah, well,
yeah.
I'm so glad you were here.
Yeah.
Well,
Are
Me
thanks for
here.
too.
showing up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
Mm.
And to everybody out there that's tuning in on the internet, glad you're here.
Yeah.
And if
Mhm.
you ever want to join in, contact me. I'll send you the link ahead of time.
Yes.
Sounds good. Okay.
So thank you, you guys. Love
Thank
you.
Thank you,
you.
Wayne.
You too.
Bye
Thank
for
you,
now.
Brenda. Bye bye.
Bye.